Man, what's going on, everybody? It's your boys. It's your boys in the building. It's your boy E. Glade. You know that is. That's that boy Herdo, though. You know what I'm saying? We back live doing this thing. We gave you a
What
little
it
something
do?
last week.
What the
Gave some little.
business
We
is?
just wanted to show y'all last week we be in the buildings everywhere. You know, we still doing what we do, man. We still doing what we do. And we know we ain't giving you those sports. Make sure been giving you those sports. Make sure been getting talked to it. But me, man, been trying to get some stuff together, get it going. But we happy to be here, man. Another day, another year to crush. You know what we do. And Maceo,
My brother.
let's go ahead and jump into it, man. I mean, damn, bro. This NBA trying to be like the NFL, bro.
Hold my bill. They say hold my bill.
What's going on, Mike? Okay,
Hold
so
my bill.
I have to start with this. I'm gonna give y'all a little quick behind the scenes story. Our first year covering the Hawks was the year John Collins got drafted to the Hawks.
Facts.
So to see him no longer with the Hawks is understandable, but it's a little personal for me because my first Hawk interview was with John Collins when he had the kid and play box.
When he had the box, yeah.
Make sure we knew it was coming, but I'm actually questioning this way. Was it too late or was it the right time? And people are upset about the Rudy Gay, but Rudy probably won't be here probably past this weekend.
Rudy Gay will never wear a Hawks uniform.
Tomorrow's free agency, so he'll be on. He'll be on there, buy that contract out. When you see the John Collins trade for Atlanta, what's your thoughts, Maceo?
So clearly, it was the worst secret in Atlanta because they've been trying to move John Collins for 3 seasons now.
Yeah.
So they finally get it done, and it's just always amazing how we beg, you're right, like, man, trade him. And now that he gets traded, everybody's like, man, we ain't getting nothing back for John Collins. I'm like, so what did y'all think you were going to get back?
Yeah.
Again, this is a guy who's been on the market for 3 years, so his value was, it wasn't there. But also, this is, if you guys understand how NBA trades work, this is also a salary dump because we need his $78 million to pay DeJounte his new contract. And also with the new CBA agreement that's coming down the year after next, teams are going to start getting penalized for having so many players under max deals.
Right.
So GMs, front offices, all of these people are starting to look at this thing now, and they're like, you're going to almost get taxed double on that luxury. So it's almost like, man, we can't afford that. So what you're going to start seeing, you're going to have teams with probably 2 max players. And now you're going to start seeing teams have to really rely on the draft and really free agency and being real smart with the money. The day of just crafting these super teams, they're getting ready to go out the window.
You know what's amazing? What's amazing is they had to make a decision. And we saw recently, we covered the Hawks. We could have been to every game. The emergence of Johnson, the young kid, Johnson, that makes him a little bit more expendable.
Yeah.
But for 3 seasons, the question has always come to John, will you be here next year?
Right.
And John would say in his most professional tone, that's my goal. I want to be an Atlanta Hawk. And the year his contract was about to come up, and we were like, y'all might want to get something for him now. But they were like, nah, he played his tail off. He was 21-10 that year. He was playing like he was dunking over everybody. He was a beast.
John the Baptist.
But I hate to say, when them pockets got heavy, it wasn't baptized, and he would get a little bit more into it a little bit easier. He wasn't it just looks some money how, in the famous word of Lauryn Hill, it's funny how money changes situations.
Facts.
And just to see this, and they had to make a decision and show a commitment to DeJounte too. His contract is coming up. This is last year of his contract.
Right.
They had to show some type of faith to DeJounte to say, look, we want you here. We're actually going to get rid of it. We're going to get the money so we can give you the deal. And like you say, Mace, every team is going to be faced with that. We got to pick our 2 players, and we got to build around it. We can't do 3 max deals no more. It's got to be, because if you do 3 max deals, you're doing a lot of mid-levels exception players filling in those other spots, and a lot of veterans and a lot of rookies that you might not be able to do. if you look back at Denver, luckily they still ain't paid the big contracts yet. They still can bring in some other guy, but eventually Jokic and Murray gonna need them dollars.
They're gonna need them big dollars. They're gonna need them big dollars.
I think it's just interesting, man. And like I said, I hate this kind of. I get it as a business. The Hawks had to make a move, but on the other end, man, that was the guy we started with. John Collins has been the guy we've been
our dude. Been very, very good to us. Always, he's a true media guy. Are we professional, good, bad? He's always gonna stand front and center. He doesn't go out the back door. He don't, I'm gonna take a fine for media availability. He's just that type dude, man. So John Collins, man, we salute you, my brother. We salute you.
I like where you said that. He went to every press conference that we called him. He never was like, I'm going home, man. I don't want to be there.
Yeah, good or bad.
And look, we can talk about Trey. Trey's doing his own little thing, but there's been time Trey to say, I ain't talking. I'm going in and getting in my car. John never did that. When they asked him to come to the podium, he came to the podium. Whatever it was, if he scored 30 and 20, or he was 2 points and 2 rebounds, he got there and took it. And he would
without a doubt.
He never cussed out of media. He just did what he did and went on out the door, man. Cause I knew sometimes I thought he was gonna cuss out a few people.
Yeah.
He looked at me sideways a few times, but he was like, no. Gotta be professional.
Right.
What else you got, dog?
So let's stay in the NBA because a lot of NBA insiders and reporters are reporting that Kyrie Irving, one of the trips that he's gonna make is to Phoenix. I'm trying to figure out, okay, Beal, KD, light skin, Devin Booker, Kyrie. Clearly, Kyrie can't think that Phoenix is an option for him. Clearly, he can't think that, Glaze. Am I tripping?
No, you're not tripping. The hottest teams in the street right now, Mason, are Phoenix and Miami. Those are the 2 hot teams. Everybody want to go play with Jimmy Butler now because they saw what Jimmy did. They can go down there. Somebody created a great post talking about James. We're going to talk about him after this, Harden. It's amazing that in 2023, superstars are available. Think about that, Mason. Superstars who's supposed to be able to change the direction of your team are available.
Yeah.
Not wanted, not saying, oh my God, we gotta have you. Who can pay me the money? And that's what's Kyrie. This thing with Kyrie drives me crazy. I love everybody talking about how great he is, but he can never stay with a team. He's never ran a team. And honestly, he goes to Phoenix and you got 4 guys who never led a team before.
Yeah.
Bradley Beal left his team in Washington. KD left Brooklyn. Yeah. Devin was there playing, but he didn't. I mean, they got to a certain point, and then you're talking about Kyrie. What people need to know about super teams is this: you can bring as many people as you want together, but if there's no leadership, it won't work.
Right.
Let's talk about the successful ones: Boston, Kevin Garnett; Miami, LeBron D. Wade; even Cleveland, LeBron; LA. It's always got to be. You bring it. It didn't work in Brooklyn, man. You had James Harden, Kyrie, and KD together.
Right.
Come on, man. These are 3 of the best scorers in the league.
Yeah.
And they had to break it up in Brooklyn. Think about that. You got those 3 on the same team, and they started up. This can't work. So I'm looking at this man with Kyrie. Look, right now, I don't want to say he's a phenomenal talent. But if every year you play, we got to worry about where you playing next year. Do you really want him on the team, man? Do you really want him to be a part of your squad? If every year you see him, you're going to be like, where is he going to be next year?
Yeah, I mean, when I saw it and I saw Chris Haynes, Chris Haynes, everybody running through Chris Haynes.
Yeah.
So when I saw that Chris Haynes was talked about, I said, "Oh my God!" Like,
yeah,
that can't really be an option. Jason, what up? Ho, what's up, fellas? What's up,
fellas? What's
Mike?
up?
So, That blew my mind. That blew my mind. I'm just like, and like you talked about the NBA, free agency actually jumps off tomorrow.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
They like, hey, y'all NFL, y'all slow down. MLB, slow down. We got a few stories ourselves. We got a few stories ourselves.
You know what, man? I'm gonna keep it going in the NBA. Last thing, I'm tired of James Harden too. He's supposed to be one of the best two guards in the league, and you are on a different team almost every other year, Mason.
About to be his 5th team if this trade goes through. It's crazy.
You were a MVP. Think about the guys when we was coming through the teams. Russell Westbrook, James Harden, Kyrie. All these were top tier prime players.
Yeah.
Who are bouncing from team to team like they're just mid-level, and they don't go to each team wanting like a lower salary. They want their money. They want
max money. Yeah.
They want max money. So you're not only bringing Harden, you bringing in going to hurt your bottom line. And I'm looking at this like, do you really want a Harden on your team? I keep asking, like, is this the guy you want? Because to me, he's a great shooter. He probably run me out the gym in like 5 seconds. He's in way better shape for me. But as far as elite shape, Maceo, is he that guy still?
Yeah.
Kyrie, you're going to get 50 games out of him. He's going to be hurt 30.
Yeah.
Do you get elite? You're not going to get – everybody thinks they got Jamal Murray and Jokers who's going to play 70 to 80 games. That ain't going to happen, bro.
Right.
These guys you bring it in, you're going to get 60 games and hope they play the whole playoff season. So when you saw James Harden, Mace, now he's talking about Knicks, Clippers. Again, they're trying to put him with the Clippers, another team with two big names.
Yeah.
But they ain't did nothing since they got together. Now you're trying to bring another big name in. So they trying to continue to create these super teams, but are they even going to work? You know what I'm saying, man?
It's funny, and I like the word you said, leadership. And it's funny, I got the opportunity and wasn't playing, but bumped into a superstar the other day, and I was just shooting it, and so I asked him because I saw him on a show a month ago, and he talked about how it's crazy that we try to judge greatness on rings and all these type things. He was like, listen, I've won championships, and it's guys who never won them. I'm not better than them. Mm-mm. I'm no way better than them. Right. What people get lost in, and when people have these barbershop discussions, and when people jump on these platforms and just get to typing away, the word team doesn't get brought up enough, because winning championship, you know this, you a 2-time state champion. It's a total team effort to win, from the number one guy to the guy on the end of the bench to the practice squad guys to the stuff that goes on in practice. All of these things, and a lot of like, let's take Charles Barkley. Charles Barkley better than a lot of people who got rings.
Yep.
But he was never on like just a total team where you had everything from A to Z. He had an A, had a D, had an R, you know what I'm saying? Yep. But it wasn't a total team. And I think so many times, and again, one more reason why I got off these socials. If I got some, I just throw it out there. I don't go back and forth with people, because we're able to have conversations that people just can't have.
Right.
And once you continue to have these conversations, you start seeing, like, because it's funny, because I just asked myself, well, what like, when you hear a lot of this stuff, like, what do you say? Listen, I just laugh, because I'm like, okay, like, that's just your opinion.
Yeah.
But people who play sports, people who've just been involved, people who work for successful companies, say total team effort.
Yeah.
You know, Jeff Bezos can't make the money he making at Amazon if
a fantastic team.
If everybody not on board. And yeah, we hear of course you hear the rumblings on lower level, but what they always say, at the top they collaborate, at the bottom they compete.
Yeah.
So it's just crazy. HO, you're right. Championships, it's a team award with defined roles, and it just you and I do this all the time. We like to pull people to the side, and we like to ask those type questions there, because like I say, so many times I think people just get this stuff just like, oh, he got such and such ring, so he this, he that. Like, no, put him somewhere else. And he probably don't have those rings. He was in the right place at the right time, in the right structure and environment. Yep. And that's why he's a champion.
You know what? Two of the best teams I've seen, there's been plenty of good teams. I don't want to take away from the San Antonio, the Lakers and all that. The two teams that just popped in my head when you talk about teams, that Bulls team that went 72-10.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody talk about Pippen and Jordan, but you know how well constructed that team was?
Dude.
People forget Ron Harper was brought in to do one thing.
Yeah.
To guard the best guard on the other team. Because why? Because it gave Jordan time to rest, get his legs under him, to put up 35.
So he could score the way he scored. Yeah.
Dennis Rodman, they said, oh, Dennis didn't put no points up. They had scorers. That ain't Dennis's job.
His job was to play defense and grab them rebounds and get us second, third, and fourth shots. What he did.
And you take it to Denver's team today. Everybody talk about Jokic. Everybody talk about Murray. But every piece of that team worked.
Yeah.
From Bruce Brown coming off the bench to they bench was good. Teams, that's why when you say super team, that's why when I ask, you bringing all these salaries together, Mace, are you going to be able to fit the other two guys, the other two starters, people coming off the bench, because they can't play 48 minutes in the days in the NBA because they're going to be tired and not be hurt by the third quarter. If injury happens, do you have the depth on your team to win?
Yeah,
that's the pieces that you don't see in a lot of teams today. And I just think about that Bulls team, how everything, Kerr coming off the bench. Oh, Kerr worked his ass off. He came
everybody, what you just said, everybody had a defined specific role. And if you do your part and you do your part and you do your part, now we gonna win.
Yeah. And you think about the Jordan, when Kobe won his back-to-back, every piece fit. They had a guy who can play defense with Ron Artest and even Ariza the year he was there. They had Powell, who was in the inside. They had a power forward they can do with it all fit. You had Andrew Bynum, big 7-foot tail in the post, clogging up the middle. Every piece worked. And a lot of these teams, even when you created the super team, you think about the Boston Celtics, when they had their big three, they had the guy, I can't think of the number 4, Posey, playing defense. He could take your defensive guy. Every guy, it got to fit. And a lot of teams are thinking we can just bring 3 superstars together.
Right.
Even Miami, when they had the big three, Chalmers and them, they played point because they were able to play the defense on the other side.
But it's funny you bring that team up, Glaze. Think about this. Just imagine if Dwayne Wade doesn't just relinquish. That thing could have been a mess because the star of the team bought in, because he was like, you know what? Hey, I already got one. Hey, Bron, do you? And now I promise you, I think the reason they didn't win that first year is because when I kind of go back and think about it, I think LeBron was kind of like, okay, I'm here, but this Wade team,
I don't want to hurt Wade feeling.
Yeah. And it took them to lose for Wade to be able to tell LeBron, listen, bruh, I'm the OG.
Yeah.
You the deer. Dog, I'm gonna get me.
Michelle, the summer of 2011 was one of the most important summers of LeBron's career, because that's the season that Dwayne Wade looked at him and say, run with it, young fella. Do your thing. That was the season. Once he said, LeBron, here are the keys. It's still Wade County. We want you to be the mayor of Miami right now. It's still Wade County.
I'm forever the guy.
Yeah. but we need you to do your
But
thing.
we thought you in here to be a robot, to be
Yeah.
the physical specimen freak that you are. That's why we about you. Ho, you are 100, you 300% right. People want their opinions to matter, but based on how they feel, and that's why I'm always telling y'all facts over feeling.
Yeah.
And a lot of time when I put like a lot of post game stuff up, I always hashtag just the facts.
Yeah,
It's just the facts. Like
y'all hear from him. Y'all hear. And you know what makes that? It just finish with that whole thing. The reason why these super teams don't work now, nobody wants to be the lead. Nobody's taking the lead. You can put all these guys together all you want to. Hell, they tried, even though they were older, in Houston. One of Scottie Pippen's most angriest time is when they had Charles Barkley, Scottie Pippen, Hakeem Olajuwon, and I think Drexler was still on that team. You had, they were older, but they had all that talent, and they didn't win a dang thing. Think about the Lakers, even though they probably should have beat Detroit that year. They had the better team. They had Karl Malone, Gary Payton, Kobe Bryant, Shaquille O'Neal, and lost to Detroit, who was a better team. It's a team sport, man.
Detroit was a better
They were a better team.
You had, and so this is why, I always like to tell people this. People go on, but we signed. I say, listen, it look good on paper.
Yeah.
If we mix all these, but it looks so good on paper.
Hey, when we signed DeJounte, what we were saying, man, we got one of the best backcourts in basketball. Boy, that thing this year, we were like, ooh, this don't look too good. Ooh. We started hearing people say the team ran better when Trey was on the bench and DeJounte was the point. But before the season, we looked down on paper, like, oh crap, we got DeJounte and Trey. Oh, it's a wrap. You got young John Collins. We about to, boy. Boston let us get 2 games or 3 games, whatever they did, because this was not a good team. We fired our coach halfway through the season. We bring a new coach in, not even halfway through, a little bit more than half. But when we look on paper, we thought we were like, man, we got DeJounte. What's up, Pat? What's up, buddy? We thought we were the thing, make sure we brought in DeJounte, but guess what happened? We talking about we don't know if he's gonna be here next year. So that's my thing, man. I just want to finish. Basketball is so exciting. Tomorrow's gonna be crazy. Maceo, I'll finish with this last question for you. The draft was recently. We just had the draft. And we talked about Scoot Henderson. We talked about Wembanyama, who everybody's already deemed the next big guy. Somebody made a comment, and it wasn't my comment, everybody. But they say, what's the difference between Wembanyama and Bowl, the young Bowl? I'm just putting it out there because young Bowl is 7'5" too. He shoot from the outside. He might not be as athletic, but I'm just putting it. But did anybody, you talked about it, you made a post about it. Is college basketball in trouble? Because the first, 5 out of the 6 picks were non-NCAA players. Yeah. What's your thoughts on that, man?
College basketball is truly in trouble. Think, and Glade, we've been talking about this for years now. I mean, years. We don't even know the guys in college. And a lot of these kids now they figured out, dude, I ain't go play in the G League. I ain't go play overseas for a year. OTE, I ain't go play. OTE had 2 guys drafted in the top 5. So it's so many options for these kids now. Me and Corey Long, shout out to Corey Long. Me and Corey Long, we had a long back and forth about this the other day. College basketball has always kind of needed a revamping. Now is the perfect time for them to go in and say, okay, for the kids that do want to come to school, got to stay a minimum 2 years.
Yeah.
So that way you wash out because one and done really truly ultimately kill basketball.
Yeah.
I always think when the Sweet 16 was here and that Kentucky team had all those freshmen and Kansas State players, every night before the game, they said, bruh, ain't no way we losing to 5 freshmen. We not doing it. We gonna put this grown man strength on them.
Yep.
And that's what happened. And what we're seeing in college basketball every year now, the teams with juniors and seniors, those are the teams that are winning the championship.
Yeah.
Because they have all the experience. Nothing trumps experience.
Yeah.
Think about you as a freshman versus you as a junior, senior. It was a totally different thing. When Buddy took that ball from me at Savannah State in the end zone as a freshman, no way nobody could do that to me by my junior year. Because I had dedicated myself. What college basketball has to get back to is the development part and what we've been talking about, basically the theme of the show, team.
Yeah.
Team. Stop trying to bring in 1 or 2 hot recruits who only going to be there 6 months, because the reality, these hot shot kids, all they want to do is develop their game. They don't want to go to class.
No.
Why I'm going to class when I can be working on my game?
And I like what you said, Maceo. If you're going to redefine the rule, do it now. You got money, you got NIL deals you can create for these kids, but make it a place where coaching matters again. Yeah. Right now, you just a manager. You ain't coaching no more. You just a game manager. You just trying to hold on to the great talent till they go to the league. You trying not to screw it up. Yeah. But I don't see a lot. That's why, and I hate to say this. No, I don't hate to say this. I want to say this. There are the best 5 players in the NBA are all international. Because our development systems suck. AAU.
Yeah.
We don't teach fundamentals. You can see Jokic. And my man just asked. Let me see the question, Mace. Jason, do we regret not drafting Jokic? We didn't know what he was back then. No. We thought John was that was the best pick for us at the time as a first.
Yeah.
But I look at it and say, they coming developed, even when they play in those leagues. That's why Wembanyama, everybody's going crazy because he's playing.
He's playing pro ball. He's playing pro ball overseas.
Yeah. He's playing at a level over there, and now he's ready to go. Our kids, as much as an OTE, I'm not ishing on it. I'm not dogging these other programs. It's a dunk fest. It's showtime. They dunk the ball.
Yeah.
They ain't no real when the NBA still. Because those grown men that's still in the NBA, you got to show, like you said, you ain't coming in here as a rookie and you got with no skill. All you can do is dunk and shoot ball and not play defense.
They're gonna get shut down.
You got to be able to play. Right. And now we're getting guys from overseas who are ready to play.
Yeah.
Who can play this game.
Yeah.
And who really are hungry, which is a big thing because a lot of these guys like Jokic and the Greek Freak, they're hungry, Mace. They were hungry. You see Greek Freak do this body, you're like, oh, I got to be strong to be able to play this game. Jokic, I got to be able to play. I got to lose this baby fat to play this game, Mace. And that's why I'm looking at these teams. I'm like, it's got to be where there's not just trying to get the bag, but we got to do something to make this thing a lot better and these kids a lot better. What you got, Mace? You got anything going, man?
Yeah, man. So the Atlanta Braves. Got to talk Atlanta Braves.
What a June.
Dude.
What a June.
These guys have won 20 games.
What a June, bro.
In the month of June. Dude, we're not scoring runs, we're scoring touchdowns. we out here, Mike Harris catching bombs, Ronald Acuna taking screen passes to the door. We are scoring touchdowns out here, Glaze. The Matt Olson, I tried to tell y'all when we traded Freddie for Matt, I told y'all to relax.
Yeah.
Matt Olson is going yard every other day. And don't look now. Ozuna bat done got hot. These Atlanta Braves, like, talk about these Atlanta Braves.
They are one of the, you know what, the most exciting player in baseball is still Ohtani for me. The way he can do day to day as a pitcher and a player. But this team, my, 20-4, Mace. That's ridiculous. 20-4, Mace.
Crazy, dog.
Everybody's hitting. You know every game there's gonna be some hitting. Somebody they're gonna touch the top of the roof. There's gonna be some home runs. I am excited about this. It makes once this basketball thing is out the way, the baseball is gonna be hot. And I guarantee you're gonna start seeing these major leagues and Fox. They about to jump all over the Braves. They got to really put them on because they are the lineup might be one of the best in baseball, if not the best. 20-4, bro. That's ridiculous. What a June. Way to go into. They had a little rough May, But way to go, come back out of June. They getting pitchers are coming back now. Some of their starters coming off of injuries. Make sure Atlanta about to be on fire. Y'all better get on. Look, all y'all who still mad that they left Atlanta, y'all better get up on 75. Come on up here. Better come up here to the Battery because this is an exciting product. It's hot. And look, they sold out the Outcast bobblehead dolls quickly. Back in the day, you probably could have got one if you had nothing else to do. They get rid of everything. Everything's selling out quick. They gave away an Acuna chain. I think they're giving one of those away.
You know that bobblehead thing is a sore subject for me.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Little sore subject for me.
I forgot. I forgot about that.
I'm emo right now. I'm all emo right now.
And you're right. Thomas, Pat said he is still my leading. Acuna is still my leading MVP candidate. He's going to be in the All-Star game, which is coming up in a couple of weeks. Mesa, you the baseball guy. Have you ever been this excited? Even the year they just won not too long ago, a couple of years ago, the World Series, we did. This is like a whole different. Like we know we're good. We know we're the best team, if not the best team in baseball. We know
we got the receipt. I said it. Remember before the season started, we did our baseball preview. I said if Acuna stay healthy, he's gonna probably be the runaway MVP.
Yeah.
I mean, he's gonna be a 40. He can be a 40-40 guy. He on pace right now. He might be a 50-50 guy.
He might be 50-50, man. The way he playing. 40-40, you might have lowballed him, man. He might be 50-50, man. This man is on. If y'all ain't watching this, just watch Acuna and the Brave, man. The lineup, Olsen, the whole lineup, man. But that Acuna,
dog,
he's something else.
It's so fun to watch this team play because this is, and again,
say that again. Make sure to watch what play.
It's so fun to watch these guys play.
This team.
Yeah. This team. You're right. Watch this team play because you look at where's you look at the outfield, where's the weakness? Look at our infield. What a weakness. You look at our lineup, you our pitching got a lot to be desired, but dude, we can score 7-8 runs a night. And when you doing that, hell, as a pitcher, I just go up here and throw fastball. I let you put it in play. I just locate my fastball, let you hit some grounders, pop-ups, or whatever. And I'm out the endless.
You know what's great about this team too, Mace? The rule where you can't be taking forever between pitches.
Yeah.
It helps this team.
Yeah.
But this team ready. They young and they ready to swing.
We in that box. We ready to go.
Yo, bring it on. They don't give pitchers time to be doing all that other crap.
Nah.
We got to pitch this team.
We slapped Buddy from the Twins. We slapped him around so bad the other night. But I was like, Jesus Christ, come on, my boy, give us something.
Yeah,
he was throwing back.
He probably had to question himself after that game. He probably want to take. He probably wanted that went right back to. He didn't even want to. He want to go straight to the hotel. I don't want no interview. I'm good. I'm gonna go straight to the hotel. Yeah, that is crazy, man. That is crazy. Speaking of finish with baseball with this, make sure who outside of the Braves are really getting your attention. I saw a team out of I think it was. I can't think of the team that they are playing some pretty good baseball right now. You know what's funny? The Braves stopped Cincinnati's streak.
Oh yeah.
They came in. We had to shut that down when they came in.
Cincinnati bought the little rook up, and they went on a hot little roll. We took care of that. We took care of that.
Who else you liking right now? And you looking in the league like, hey.
So I'm always intrigued with Tampa Bay because it's almost like you look at the Rays and you just no household names really. They in Tampa. They in Ybor City. But these guys continuously every year put out a product and they are always going to be in the mix and it's young. Like I say, we got all these stars up here. You don't really know about to play for Tampa Bay unless you live in Tampa. But they right now, this week, they on top of the power rankings. Yeah. Because they just play a great brand of baseball.
Yeah.
What Shohei is doing is freaking unbelievable. It's unbelievable. So one of the reasons I stopped playing baseball, I didn't pursue it more in college, is because it was almost like declare position. I was like, okay, I want to, of course, I'm an infielder, but I want to pitch. Like I love to. I want to pitch.
Yeah.
But nah, you gotta. I'm like, all right. I thought this is hard. I got just as many pitches, but it's like in this specialized thing. It's really what it is now. You look at what Shohei like. This is frowned upon.
Yeah.
But what he's doing, he's showing like this is how everybody used to play baseball. Yeah. You played multiple positions.
Playing like he's a kid again. He playing like a little league.
Exactly.
Playing like a little league. He can hit.
Exactly.
He can do it all.
No, this dude strike out 8 and then help his own cause and hit 2 doubles.
Yeah. Oh, we down 2? Okay, I got you. I'll go ahead and clean the basement.
Coach said he liked the Rangers, the Reds, and the Marlins. I like the youth movement. In Miami, they got the little young black kid, the center fielder, who is just he's so excited with the little skinny stuff. He's so exciting to watch. The Reds, like I love the Reds uniform. So Cincinnati Reds was my grandmama's favorite team growing up. She loved Johnny Bench. She loved Pete Rose.
The Red, I got
you. Loved George Foster. Like she's like all we watched when I was growing up was the Cincinnati Reds. She just loved the Reds. So. Outside that uniform, which probably one of the best uniforms in baseball, they uniforms are fire. But yeah, I kind of agree with those teams too, Coach. I agree with those teams.
Make sure we're gonna keep it going. We got to talk about it. It came out today and it came out this week. Lord, I feel like we're talking about a broken record in this damn thing. NFL players and gambling. So they handed down some more suspensions. So they go,
And everybody, they still not finished. They're still
they
not
ain't
finished.
even done.
They're not finished.
Handed down some more suspensions.
It's just the next rounds.
They getting gambling again, which is for over the last 2 years, is at least double digits now of players who have been suspended either for the entire season or at least 6, 7 or half the season, whatever.
Yeah.
It was posted today. Shout out to Erica. You chimed in. You also posted about it as well, saying it's not over. Everybody, make sure. I keep going back to what Emmitt Smith said in 1996 when he was on the first time they were doing the Hard Knocks.
Hard Knocks, yeah. He talking about Lawrence Phillips.
He was talking about Lawrence Phillips.
Yeah.
This kid is throwing away a goal line. These kids, gambling can't be that. It can't. You look. We talked about Josh, the receiver. Josh, what's his name?
Josh Gordon.
We always talked about Josh Gordon. We were like, damn, we can't be that good to throw away millions of dollars. I could never understand people like, yeah, man, but you don't understand.
You're right. I don't understand.
I don't understand. If they told me, here's a $3 to $5 million contract and you can play, or you had this blunt and you choose the blunt.
Yeah.
It goes back to gambling. I look at it, I understand, but you can't do it slick. The NFL, if they have everything you own, they know.
Yeah.
The shield protects the shield.
Yeah.
It can be it shouldn't be no problem. It is a problem. It's a rule that they have. I go to my job. There's some things I don't like about my job. Guess what? I can fight it, or I can leave, or I can just do the damn job. It's up to me. I got choice. That's my choice. I can do it, or I can leave. That's what they're gonna tell me. I can go through the whole HR process and writing the grievance and saying I should be able to get this. But at the end of the day, what HR will tell me? You can leave. Unless you got money for lawyers to sue them. That's a whole nother bill I don't have money for. You can do all of that. But at the end of the day, the NFL say our rule is you can't freaking gamble. Make sure.
You know what made this what made this so bad, Glaze? All of these guys keep talking about they didn't know. How didn't you know?
Well, you need to fire your agent, your manager,
but
everybody needs to be fired.
It's rules posted every Glaze. It's a big ass sign when you walk in a NFL locker room, and then when they walk out the locker room, they got all the bylaws of what you can and can't do. Yeah. Next to that board, they see this one. It's a uniform poster.
Yeah.
And it show you what you can wear and what can't you wear. And the guys like Garrison Hurst and NFL police are sitting there looking at you, and they taking 10 grand out your pocket.
If the socks too high,
for socks,
color,
shoes, gloves,
that's
all
all
of it. Okay, let's go back to this gambling. So Isaiah Rodgers, he got a year today.
Yep.
Isaiah Rodgers was a undrafted free agent. So last year, he made his rookie salary was $860,000. So maybe after taxes, let's say $500,000. Let's say it. He got a signing bonus of about another $132,000.
Yeah.
This man, because he got cut, he got waived today. $1,000 bet cost him his job.
So you mean he threw away $799,000?
He $1,000 bet.
Okay.
So and then again, here's the difference. Isaiah Rodgers, undrafted free agent. By Jameson Williams, he got caught gambling. He got 6 games. But guess what Jameson Williams is? A first-round draft pick who we've invested money into. So, yeah, his punishment a little different from yours. He probably did more than you. But because he a first-rounder, you're undrafted free agent. Bye. These guys have to stop talking about what they didn't know. Every guy who's been caught say they didn't understand the rule. You got an NFLPA rep. You can get DeMaurice Smith. You can get him on the phone.
Yeah.
No, but again, the rules are in the doggone locker room. They in every building, every NFL building. So when these guys say that, dude, it makes 0 sense. It makes 0 sense. And I keep telling y'all, it's not over. It's more guys that's gonna get caught. They ain't gonna come up.
It's coming. And like I said, if you all those people that were with you in draft, if you don't have a team that is making sure that you are ready and not getting in this trouble where you understand every freaking rule. If your team, those people that remember you was at the draft and everybody was at your house hollering with you in your barbecue, if they ain't in your corner trying to make sure you ain't doing stupid stuff, you need to get a new team. That's when you got to grow up and say, because if you don't know, well, you already know it's a wrong in it. You know, you do, man, I'm gambling, dog. Dang, what's going on? Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should. If it's something that you have to question, call. You have not only DeMaurice Smith, each team has their own personal NFLPA rep.
Dude, period. but this was crazy. So every NFL player's phone is registered through the league office. Who works for NFL security? Ex-CIA, ex-FBI agents. So I don't know if y'all have ever watched any of these shows. Okay, I know all y'all saw the movie with Will Smith and Gene Hackman.
Yeah.
That movie there.
Yeah.
So it's people, it's a dark web room that these people have. Dude, when you place a bet from your device, your name comes up. Your name alerts these people. They call the NFL office and they have to file the report, because what y'all don't understand, and I know somebody said, well, heard the NFL in bed with gambling. Well, the NFL been in bed with beer companies and liquor companies. They still don't want the players drinking and driving.
Coming to work drunk.
Right. So, but okay, and also being in bed with those companies, because that's how a lot of the bills be getting paid. It simply says NFL players don't bet. No, it ain't no simpler than that. Don't bet.
You know, when we grew up, Mace, this how the bookies used to come at you, Mace Show. This how the bookies used to do when we grew up. Hey, what's your bet, dog? They used to ask, what's your bet, dog? Okay, I'm gonna put it down right here. Are you in for 20? Guess what down? The new electronic age has made everybody's job easier. Everybody who think they got those secret codes on their phone, them codes ain't doing nothing, bro. They can find out. Like you say, Mason, when you type something in, your name pop up. You are all over. Every time you make a TikTok, a free, all that stuff, Everybody gets to see it. Every message you make, everything you do, there is no hiding it. It makes it's. I'm waiting to see what
it's mind blowing. It's mind blowing.
It just every time I think I can't be like after the cap. You would think after what Calvin Ridley went through last year,
Glade.
I'd have been like, hey, woo, that
what a Glade. What I keep telling you, these guys say, ain't gonna be me.
It ain't gonna be me.
Man, Calvin was dumb. Man, ain't gonna be me.
Calvin didn't do it right.
Calvin didn't do it right.
Calvin didn't do it right. Mike, you know what, Mike? I always think that, Mike, about the gambling, letting the boys gamble for him. But then we go back to Mike Vick when the whole dog thing, and none of his boys took up for him when he went to jail. They let Mike go to jail on his own.
Again,
boys,
we got to get together.
Yeah,
we got to have this secret meeting.
Yeah.
Hey, who else in here besides Mike can generate $100 million?
Yeah,
nobody. Okay, we're gonna put everybody's name in the hat. When we pull the name, you taking the hit for the dogs.
And even like I look at the guy, the soccer player who got divorced, but he put everything in his mama's name, so the girl couldn't sue him. Where y'all ain't thinking like that? No, nothing should be under somebody's name that could possibly have some bad activities in it. If your name is, look, that boy put all his money in his mama's name. When they went to sue, they were like, man, he ain't got no money. His mama rich as heck.
He was listening to Man of Fresh. Got everything in my mom.
You sued him, he was like, hey, he ain't got no money. His mama rich as crap, though. His mama loaded. He ain't got nothing. He got about $100 in his account.
You know what's crazy, Glade? My boy Champ, shout out my boy Champ. Champ posted this earlier today. He was like, he watched the hockey draft. He said, whole first round, not one diamond chain.
They got on suits. They looking professional. They ready to have 10, 20-year careers, Mason.
Not one bust down, roll it. None of
it's like two different drafts. You saw the NBA draft. You saw tight clothes. I saw Mo Gold. I said, how did they buy all these diamond bezels? They already broke halfway going into. They ain't played one game yet. They already got.
They ain't played summer league yet.
They ain't got $2 million in the hole. They already like. I get it, but whew, Lord, y'all got to realize. And I was talking with somebody about this today. I keep hearing the phrase generational wealth. Generational wealth ain't about always the money you made. It's about the money you can spend and your future can spend. So it's not what you make, but how much you spend. Shout out to Big Boy with that big line.
Yeah, man. It's Glade. And you know, early in the season, every time it come out, I say, everybody, listen. They slow rolling it. They slow. This NFL. They just slow rolling it.
Oh,
yeah. Give you these names, cool off. I'm gonna give you these other names. Yeah. Speaking of, guys who keep stitching, your boy Travis Kelce clearly likes to talk. Travis Kelce say 80% of the NFL smoke weed. It's time for us to do away with the drugs.
I'm ready for them to get rid of these guys with mics. Y'all play to talk to them. Y'all will get on these mics, think it's funny. You know what? Can I talk about that for a minute, Michelle? I get it. Why do so many current players want to jump behind microphones and tell their story? I don't want to look. Paul George, no offense. Why are you doing an interview? You hurt Travis Kelce. Love to talk. He got his 2 rings. He loves to talk. Travis, that dude. You can't be diming your people out like that, though. God dang.
Yeah, man. Y'all didn't invite Travis to the cookout. Y'all told Travis he could dance. He swagged up.
Laugh with him. He cool. Yeah. Jason, his brother, is like the professional. He talk. Travis let me do the stank leg for y'all real quick in the corner over here. I just think this, Michelle. I love the players got a voice now. Draymond they can talk about Draymond. Draymond did a fantastic job. And Draymond told everybody, Jordan Poole, before the season started, Jordan wasn't that dude. But
he had to go punch him, Draymond. Yeah, Draymond
like, no, I had to show y'all because y'all wouldn't believe me if I didn't. And somebody just happened to have a camera that day to show me punch him in the mouth. We ain't never see Jordan punch Kerr, but we heard about it. And sometimes you don't need to see it on film.
Yeah.
I don't, I love having your chance to speak, and I'm sure the NFL, everybody loves it because it drives more people to watch this product. but they getting a little too. They talk too much. After you need to talk after you play, not during the play. I don't want to hear about stuff. Y'all go. You know what's gonna happen, Mace? Somebody gonna snitch on somebody after
It's
a game
coming.
or
It's
during.
coming.
Somebody gonna have their feelings hurt.
It's coming.
On the air, and they gonna say, "Hey, by the way, I saw you with your old girl." Da 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 da. Gonna call them out because you know Zion in his feeling now. So there's somebody gonna call them out, and then it's gonna be problems, and that's where you're gonna see
Zion, man. Post Zion. Post Zion. Jesus.
You the league do this, make sure. Hey, we shutting all them shows down. If you playing, you active, you can't have your own show. Somebody gonna have their feelings hurt.
Yeah.
Somebody gonna steal your girl. Somebody gonna steal somebody else. Gonna be with one of their girlfriend or their wives. So they
no, they're gonna. You know what they like to say now? They're gonna pull up.
They're gonna pull up on.
I'm pulling up.
And next game you gonna see him with a mic, man. First off, F such and such. I heard he did this. I heard he got a disease. You know he smoked coke. He smoked crack too. It's gonna happen.
Cause these jokers are super petty. They petty to the highest level because they rich.
Yeah.
And they think can't nobody tell them nothing. So yeah.
They got friends, man, too. They sensitive around here.
Oh my God.
They
what?
Sensitive cat these days, boy.
What?
Sensitive cat. Everybody think it's a great to hear a story. Oh, that's good to hear the story, man. No, it ain't. Something need to be staying. I always told y'all when Antonio Brown showed that video of the Pittsburgh locker room, I said, we are going to go down the wrong path.
Yeah.
Start showing a sacred place.
That's
the locker room supposed to
super sacred. Super sacred.
And now they're telling you story. Now you ain't got to see nothing. Adam Silver job and Roger Goodell about to have it easy. Hey, go on your show and talk about who did that.
Man. It's like First 48. They solve all the crimes on social media. First thing, as soon as they get your name, they go to your Facebook, your Instagram, your Twitter. Because 9.5 times out of 10, you done went live.
Yep.
You done put it in your story. You done shot somebody. You got the tool that you ain't watched The Wire. Well, they put them in the bag and threw them in the river. Yeah. Nah, you still got the pistol.
And they're gonna call it the Ja Morant rule. Fool, you can't put everything on live. Fool. All right, man. I gotta ask you this.
Take their phones.
Let's show us out the depth of what we know, man. We haven't talked about this since it happened, but I want to finish with you. How big is Messi gonna be coming to Miami?
Dude, understand this, everybody. Soccer is the biggest sport in the world.
Yeah.
I don't think y'all understand that. Soccer is the biggest sport in the world. And I know, see, we not good at it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why y'all try to poo-poo it sometimes. Soccer is the biggest sport in the world. These guys, Messi is a international superstar. Listen, Tom Brady is not an international superstar. He's a superstar. Yeah. He's not international. He's not known on every continent like Messi.
Right.
You see the money that they finna get this guy, the stock options, all this. Listen, this man is he's a one-man cash cow. The price just went up for everything in Miami. Understand this, everybody. They play the Miami MLS soccer team. They play in like this little random stadium.
They got moved.
Probably seat like 10, 12,000.
Yeah.
Now that Messi here, all the games are gonna be played in Hard Rock.
You gotta move.
Because it's gonna be 60 to 70,000 people gonna show up every week. And he's gonna be so good for the economy. Every soccer stadium, know that when you got Miami, every game gonna be sold out. Atlanta United, we done went back down to about 40,000.
No.
Guess what we're doing every time Messi come? That curtain is raised.
They already know. They got to. You know what's amazing about that? I've never heard somebody turn down $1 billion deal.
Yeah.
Messi turned down $1 billion deal. Saudi Arabia wanted him to come to Saudi Arabia for $1 billion. He said no. That tell you how much money they about to give this cat in Miami.
Bro.
Turned down Mason, not $1 million, not $100 million, $1 billion deal. He said, nah, I'm going to the United States to play for Miami.
Yeah.
And he knows also he's smart because he knows that the market and the advertising and the products he's about to now be a part of grow out of the United States. He's about to be
he finna get all of it.
And Beckham tried it, Rooney tried it in DC. Messi is a different beast.
Oh, he's a different animal. Oh, what? And see, the thing with Beckham came too late.
Yeah.
What LA got out of David Beckham was the end of David Beckham.
Yeah.
He couldn't bend it. He couldn't bend it. He was, he's so pretty that you got to see him, you got to take, but his play, like, once you saw him, you just like, I did lay eyes on David Beckham, but elite David Beckham was by time we got him,
yeah,
he was gone. Messi still got something in the tank, everybody.
Yeah.
Please believe it. I'm so excited. I'm gonna get me a Messi jersey. You already know I'm gonna get me a Messi jersey. I gotta have it.
I can already hear the fans every time he go down about to make a score. They about to go down.
Every
stadium full. Every place, every big stadium. This about to be crazy, man. Hey, man, what you got, man? We're gonna finish it up. What you want to finish with?
Dude, showing our versatility one more time. Outkast was named the greatest group. They put the top 50 groups of all time. Outkast was number one. Are you surprised?
To me, they've been number one forever. That's my favorite group. That's my favorite artist. It started with one phrase. It didn't start, but the world went on notice at the Source Awards in 1994 when Dre said the South got something to say. And it ain't been the same since. I'm a big Outkast. I like that, everybody in that. I love groups. I miss groups. We don't have groups no more in hip hop. I don't know how that just dissolved. But Outkast was one, Wu-Tang was two. I think Tribe was three, which is one of my favorite groups as well. But to understand the importance of an Outkast, all I got to say was they gave out. I'm sorry, Mason, I'm bringing this up again. They gave out the bobbleheads in 10 minutes. Still, 20 years later, this is the greatest group. 2014 or 2004? They did the tour. What was the tour? The last tour, 14?
14.
Sold out. Coachella, gone crazy. Atlanta, Olympic Park, you couldn't even get one in. The most important, they made a movement, the originality. And for all those out there, I'm going to say this to y'all. Andre 3000 might be my greatest, but Big Boy, he's still one of the most greatest underrated rappers of all time. And their production was always great. It was always, I saw that. That's my favorite group. I'm not even going to lie to y'all. That's my favorite group. That's my crew. And then Killer Mike go out there pushing the I think I texted you like, man, Dre ain't coming out with nothing. Nah. Or Dre is coming out with something. They just got mad at Mike for saying something. So
Dre ain't coming out nothing.
Dre out there playing flutes and child.
Yeah, man. Dre, no, listen. Go back and listen to that verse he did. I think was it Rick Ross? I had one where Dre say, man, y'all know I don't care about no damn money. And y'all listen. When Dre, I vividly remember this. I remember when Dre got his first Porsche. Remember when he got his first Porsche? Dude, when they were getting ready, so you had Southern Player listed, then you had ATA list. When they were doing the Quemini, dude, so Dre's mom and my cousin Memphis stay like 3 houses apart.
Yeah.
Vividly remember when Dre parked the doggone Porsche, put the cover over it. Now the cover stayed on that car for at least 4 years. and how you know ain't nobody moved it, dude. You know how moss and all this stuff get on it? You can tell, and then so you know how like around the car, the concrete, it keep changing the color, but that box up under the car
stayed the same.
It never moved. Dre just like that, man. He's always been that way. I don't know what shook him or scared him in stardom. I know all y'all gonna say Badu. I don't think so, but it's just some about being a superstar that just didn't rub Andre the right way. And if y'all go back and watch the Jezebel video, remember how they in the strip club and he act like he and us shaking and stuff? No, that's Dre.
He different, man.
He different.
Shout out, man. Hey, I'm just proud to say, I've seen the growth of this. I bought Black on C-Bone. We talked to Mike. Mike's been on the show. Go, if y'all ain't heard that, stream that Mike album. One of the best out there. That whole Dungeon family, the family, they've been good to the Crush over the years, and just to know, so we know.
Guys, family. We
10 toes down with Outkast. I've been saying it in number one group, and to me, Goody was in that top 22 as well. So Atlanta knows hip hop. So shout out to him. Bro.
We do.
I got my computer up, make sure ESPN showing some of the draft people. I ain't seen a bling. I don't see no earring. I just see a shirt and a tie, bro. I'm like, God dang.
And get what? They money guaranteed. Like they finna be rich.
we try to look rich. They are quietly. And everybody like, I don't watch hockey. You don't have to. Somebody watches it. And they make major money in hockey. Major money. They don't make rec. They make major money. Hey, man, that's our show for this week. Are you going to the game tomorrow?
Yes.
Hey, I got to try, man. That traffic be terrible.
Yes.
They play Washington tomorrow. So, yeah. Yeah.
Definitely know I'm going to be there tomorrow because my girlfriend, Natasha Cloud, will be there tomorrow.
Shout out to
Hey, Natasha.
They 5-8 right now, but we're going to get to see them play tomorrow against Washington. They be in Atlanta. Make sure
Washington ran us out the building the other night, boy.
They put that thing. EBB, boy. EDD was on her thing, boy. She put up some points on us. Atlanta did it on, boy. She be on it. But go ahead and check it out. Hopefully, we get to notice y'all here this weekend. At least 1 or 2 of our dream players will be on the All-Star team. So I can't wait to hear that, man. All right, Mace, man. Let's get to it, man.
People, we love y'all.
Cool.
Be safe, y'all.
We still cooler than a polar bear's toenails.
Boy, you already know that, baby. Y'all already know that.
Y'all have a good one, y'all. We'll check out next week. Hey, and happy 4th, man. Y'all be crazy. Don't get in trouble.
Hey, now listen. Y'all celebrated Juneteenth. Don't y'all be around here waving no American flag. Now I'm watching. I'm watching y'all.
We'll see y'all next week, man.